British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has met Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at 10 Downing Street. Protesters could be heard shouting when the two leaders came together. Israeli protesters are fighting the Prime Minister's plan to overhaul its judiciary system.
The meeting, as you could see, Benjamin Netanyahu arriving there this morning at number 10. That meeting, we understand, lasted 45 minutes, and what Downing Street says that the point of it was to strengthen the relationship between the UK and Israel. But of course, the context of all of this is that the Israeli Prime Minister back on home soil faces a huge groundswell of criticism. Tens of thousands of people taking to the streets there, and that is because of reforms that he and the right-wing coalition there have been pushing for when it comes to the judiciary. Now, critics of Benjamin Netanyahu say that those reforms are designed to water down the power of judges, and in part that is being used for his own political protection because he is facing charges of corruption there. So as you see, very violent protest there on the streets of Israel, huge amount of anger there, and that was outside Downing Street. On the streets there were many protesters that were there this morning for the arrival of Benjamin Netanyahu. The Prime Minister, understandably under pressure to raise that issue in that meeting, as well as the tensions that continue on the West Bank over illegal occupations and, of course, the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It wasn't just those protesters outside that were putting pressure on him. One of his own backbenchers, Alicia Cairns, who is also the chair of the Foreign Affairs Select Committee, said it was important that the UK could learn to be a critical friend to Israel. Downing Street did say that those issues were raised in that meeting, maybe not in the most robust way that those protesters and even some Conservative MPs would like to see from the UK Prime Minister.